20 years. That's how long he carried her, financially, emotionally, and spiritually, while she sat on the couch scrolling Instagram and calling him just a plumber. He built the entire life she lived in, and she still treated him like an appliance. And the moment he finally broke his back, keeping their world afloat, she walked out to find herself in another man's arms. Men, this isn't just his story. This is the quiet disaster happening to men everywhere. And if you're not careful, it can happen to you too. Hey gang, and welcome back to the sacred halls of Magic's monologue, where truth doesn't whisper, it roars. I'm Magic, your curator of personal growth and unapologetic reality checks. Today's video, he married the wrong woman and paid the price. But before we dig into this wild ride, connect with me on Locals at magicsmonologue.locals.com and over on X at Magic's Monologue. I'm building my tribe there too. Additionally, you can send a small donation via crypto if you like my work, and that information is down in the description. The story I'm about to read is actually true and has many lessons all men need to pay attention to. Because the harsh truth is, some women do not want a partner. They want a host. And by the time you realize you've been feeding a parasite, it's already eaten most of your resources and the best years of your life. Let's begin the journey. He was 25, built like his trade, solid, practical, dependable. A plumber with a work ethic that could shame most CEOs. He didn't have a fancy degree or hashtags, but he did have drive. 12-hour days, weekend call-outs, and enough ambition to own his own truck before most of his buddies figured out what they wanted to do with their life. By 25, he was pulling in well over $120K a year, hard-earned, legitimate blue-collar money. That's when she showed up. A college grad, 23, dripping in debt and self-importance. She called herself educated, though she majored in gender studies and minored in victimhood. She was a cute enough mid, a 6 on a good day, funny when it suited her, and had that faux sweet happiness that makes a young man feel needed. She called him real, told him she liked that he worked with his hands and that he wasn't like those shallow frat guys. It was flattery, a weapon wrapped in affection with a manipulation cherry on top. She had $60,000 in credit card debt and $100,000 in student loans, but he figured, we'll handle it. This is how good men think, always fixing, always providing. She smoked. She spent like a politician and couldn't hold a job for more than a year. But he thought he could be her anchor. He believed that he could be the white knight to save the fair damsel. And if he worked hard enough, her chaos would calm and she would be grateful and loyal. She told him she couldn't get pregnant, a medical condition, she said. 6 months after the wedding, she was miraculously pregnant. She quit her job immediately and said it was too stressful for the baby. He didn't question it. He just doubled his hours. A man does what he must. The baby came. Then the excuses. Suddenly, she couldn't cook, couldn't clean, couldn't help. She needed rest, needed space, needed self-care. He'd come home from a 10-hour day to a trashed house, a frozen dinner, and a woman scrolling Instagram posting feminist quotes about oppression from the couch he paid for. He aged fast. His back gave out before he was 40. She gained weight, lost interest, and started to despise him for the very work that afforded her the luxury house of which she lived. She would sneer, "You're just a plumber," while living off his plumbing. Their kid grew up entitled, lazy, and allergic to responsibility and accountability. 20 years of it. 20 years of fixing leaks in strangers' home while his own life flooded silently. He stayed because he believed men stay. That's how he was raised. Commitment, duty, honor. He thought love was about endurance, but endurance without respect isn't love. It's servitude. She eventually left him, not because he failed her, but because she drained him dry and wanted to find herself. She found herself in the arms of a guy with tattoos, debt, and a podcast about toxic masculinity. And no, it wasn't destiny. The plumber never saw it coming, not because he was stupid, but because he was good. And good men don't see the evil in the people they love until it's too late. He should have vetted her debt. He should have vetted for her discipline. He should have protected his resources with the same precision he used to protect a home from bursting pipes. But no one taught him that. Society told him that a good man sacrifices and a good woman deserves it. Happy wife, happy life, the media and the church exclaimed. He followed the rules. She exploited them. This is the story of millions of men, hardworking, loyal, dependable, bled dry by women raised on entitlement and modern feminism's twisted gospel that men exist to serve. The plumber's tragedy isn't unique, it's systemic. He didn't fail as a man. He failed to protect himself from a system that punishes masculine virtue and rewards feminine manipulation. Okay, guys, listen carefully. First off, please give me a thumbs up and share this with all your friends who need to learn about today's lesson. The more thumbs up and comments this video generates, the more the algorithm will show it to more people, and hopefully somebody who really needs to see it. Especially the young men, because so many today don't have fathers to help teach them about female nature and the truth about society. Men love romantically, and women love opportunistically. No hate in my heart. It just is what it is. So help me blow the video out of the water. The plumber's story isn't rare. It's the quiet, unspoken reality of modern relationships. The system doesn't teach women gratitude anymore. It teaches them extraction. It doesn't teach men discernment. It teaches them guilt. The plumber didn't lose to love. He lost to conditioning. He thought being a man meant absorbing pain, fixing problems, and forgiving everything. He confused duty with devotion. He was trained to be useful, not selective. That's one of several fatal errors. You cannot build a kingdom with someone who views you as an ATM for their comfort. You cannot save a woman who doesn't respect sacrifice. You cannot expect loyalty from someone raised to believe that your success is privilege. Modern society grooms women, especially post-wall women, to seek stability without accountability. The man becomes a utility, an emotional, financial, and physical provider, while she reserves the right to grow, change, and find herself the moment the lifestyle feels too routine. The lesson is brutal but simple. Stop treating your commitment as currency. Make women earn it. Protect your resources the way you protect your tools. A woman's debt is not your responsibility. Her potential doesn't pay your bills. Get this through your heads. In today's world, women with debt will marry you, use you to pay off her debts, then shamelessly look for your replacement. Before you fall in love, audit her values. Watch how she spends. In this case, the woman who had $60,000 in credit card debt and $100,000 in student loans for a useless degree to speak to her judgment or lack thereof. That should have been a non-starter right there. Use your big head. This is not the woman you want to be the mother of your children. However, for those of you who are still dumb enough to marry her, then a prenup is mandatory as the first layer of protection. However, not the only one. Any debt she brings into the marriage is hers and hers alone. Any payments made from marital assets is reimbursable if you get divorced before 15 to 20 years. As I always say during the dating process and long before the engagement, make sure you have proof you told her that you would never get married without a prenup, and keep and have proof of that. See my video, Marriage Decline, Why Men Are Opting Out of Marriage, for details why and all the ways this man could have protected himself. Vet how she speaks about men, especially her father. That relationship will foreshadow how she will treat you. This includes how she treats waiters, her parents, and herself. Do not ignore toxic friend groups. If she hangs out with bitter, divorced, chaotic single women who act like a certain, garden tool, then it is not a support network. Those women will be her relationship sabotage squad. If her life is chaos, your presence won't fix it. It will just fund it. And don't let guilt or her beauty make you ignore red flags. The minute she says, "I don't believe in gender roles," understand that what she's really saying here. I want traditional benefits without traditional duties. My brothers, your masculinity isn't toxic. It's targeted. The Plumber story is a warning. If you don't set boundaries, someone else will spend your life for you. Protect your wallet. Guard your peace. Lead with logic, not scarcity and a loneliness mindset. Because the modern dating market doesn't reward love. It rewards smart choices, deeper research than a stock investment, and always be the one with all the leverage. In the comments section below, share your thoughts, and if you've experienced something like this story, tell it. Or if you know someone who has, tell the story. Or give a shout out to where you're watching this from. If this hit home, don't just watch it and move on. Hit the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell so you'll never miss the truth bombs I drop here. Share this with at least 3 men who need to wake up and rise up. That's how we build this channel, one solid brother at a time. Got a story that needs to be told? A link that made your jaw drop? Email me at stories@magicsmonologue.com. Let's expose the madness and drop some clarity. You're not just watching. You're leading by example, helping other men elevate with wisdom, purpose, and unshakable standards. You're not alone, and you're not crazy. And if you're still hungry for more, betrayed by his wife's open relationship request, one man's divorce sparks a dramatic change. Discover why male success after divorce isn't just possible, but probable. We cut through the lies. Click here to watch the next video, Male Victory, Surviving the Open Relationship Trap. And that video is coming up right now. Until next time.